Hello and welcome everyone to Gold Asset of the Day for the 15th of December 2021, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So as we get towards the middle of the week here, what do you need to be aware of? Well, firstly, we have the FOMC statement on Wednesday, which can be a massive catalyst for big moves for the precious metals. We've got the FOMC statement at 7 o'clock GMT. Half an hour afterwards, you have the press conference with Jerome Powell, which again can cause a lot of volatility. Then as we move into Thursday, you've got the Bank of England and the European Central Bank. And then later on in the week, you also have quad witching, which can cause big volatility in the markets as well. So it's going to be an action-packed, news-driven week. And with that, gold is definitely in focus here. You'll note that gold continues to outperform silver. The gold-silver ratio is currently trading above 80 to 1. That continues to see more inflows into gold versus silver. In fact, hedge funds and money managers in the last week, they trimmed their net long positions in silver by 9%, but only ever so slightly in gold by 1%. And the overall long position on gold right now is 74%. So of those hedge funds that have a position on gold at the moment, 74% are long this market. And of course, we do continue to see support coming in back around $1,760 per ounce. In fact, over the course of this week, we are looking for more range-bound price action. Remember, we stated on the week ahead commodity report and talked you through this last week as well. At this time of year, expect the markets to be very choppy, very range-bound, and this basically causes many traders to capitulate on the sell-offs just before we see slingshot moves to the upside, and also many traders end up FOMOing in, getting in too high just before you have another retest back down towards the swing lows again. And we're seeing that a lot right now on the metals. So again, just be mindful, this time of year, you tend to get a lot of choppy price action. This volatility, especially off the news-driven events we have this week, which does create massive opportunities, especially as we go into the last couple of weeks of December as well. So for this week, specifically on gold, we're looking at a range between $1,760 per ounce back towards $1,800 per ounce. And we are expecting news items this week to be a big catalyst for those moves, particularly Wednesday's FOMC statement. That is going to be one of the big drivers this week for the precious metals. Now, not only that, we've also seen the dollar index break out to the upside this week with more concerns about the Omicron variant. And with that, we've seen a risk-off environment. Stock markets have sold off. Energies have sold off as well. This again sets up for some great opportunities later on in the week. And then as we move into the final couple of weeks of December, and then also transitioning into 2022, where you can really hit the ground running. And again, this really comes back down to knowing the cycles at this time of year to really capitalize on them. You do not want to be using technical analysis. As you know, technical analysis does not work. If you're only using technical analysis, you'll just get chopped up all the time and you'll get crushed. You want to be making sure that you're utilizing data, statistics, market intelligence. Make sure that you're aware of the major news items that can be catalysts for those impulsive moves in the market. Understand and learn the daily, the weekly, the quarterly, the monthly cycles for each commodity, the intermarket correlations, the ratios in the market, key areas of liquidity, capital flows, incredibly important. And alongside that, understand the fundamentals, the macroeconomics in the market, and of course, how the hedge funds, money managers, banks and institutions are positioned in the market. That will help you massively to get an edge. So with that, if you would like to join our community of successful traders, learn the research-driven approach to the market and join our professional mentorship program, there is an opportunity for you to do so. Just make sure you click in the link below today's report in order to make an application to join our professional mentorship program.